Shoots, we've known each other for a while now, and like most people who get to know me, you probably know by now that I'm a moron. I proved it again. I predicted nothing would happen in this game, but it went wild right from the drop of the puck. Does any of this happen if Wilson was suspended for even one game?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it does. But this has just been a crazy. We talked about the code last week with the whole Simmons thing and how it was brought to an end and there was closure. I don't think there's any closure with this now, the way it's been handled by both sides. I mean, I'm one of the biggest Tom Wilson fans. I think he crossed the line. I don't think the code wasn't in play. There were a non-playoff team, two skilled guys that he really basically bullied. And by not, and we're having like 6 previous suspensions, Reader, by not kind of just reminding him that we've already told you can't cross the line, even if it's not as egregious as the Rangers Pulitzer Prize winning letter made it out to be. I just didn't like it. It didn't have a good look, and I didn't like his celebration in the box after. And tonight, I thought the same as you, that who's crazy enough to like poke Gary the Bear here and see where you're going to come out of this. But I was there at 7 o'clock, 6:59, and I was like, oh boy. But I don't know what it solved. I really don't know what it solved. I didn't enjoy it as much as some of those things that I normally do. But I do think it's far from over. The Rangers are going to acquire a tough guy in the offseason, and we'll start back from scratch next year. But I do believe the next letter is going to come from Gary Bettman, and it's going to have some big zeros attached to it.
Wow. In regards to what went down in this game, or in regards to the statement that the Rangers released earlier this week about George Peros?
I think both. I think both. I think the team's going to get hit with something big from the league because you single out George Peros. It's a tough job to do, and I totally disagree with that. I thought the letter was, although grammatically correct, that's all that was good about it. I thought it was crap. But then, obviously it was pushed by the owner, and then the coaches today. I think the coach today, basically, whether it was something that the owner put the pressure on him, basically said he had the last change, and he was running with it. It was just a way to slap the league in the face again for the decision they made not to suspend him.
Yeah, I mean, the Rangers, let's face it, they didn't start this game with Domi, Nick Fotiu, and Darren Langdon up front, and these guys aren't traditional heavyweights who are fighting for them. Any part of you kind of surprised that they did do this, and do you think that the talk over the 40 hours leading up to this played a role in it, that, hey, the Rangers aren't going to do anything, so we'll show you?
100%. I mean, I get it. It was nice to see them step up for each other. Was anything proven? Absolutely not. I mean, I think it's just, other than themselves, they probably feel a little better about themselves. Washington did win the hockey game again. I think now the added emotion of it's going to lead to now, as fate would have it, Pavel Buchnevich, one of the victims from the previous night, is probably going to get suspended tomorrow for cross-checking the cross-check to the face. So I don't think it was handled well. I would have liked to see a suspension. There wasn't. But, there's different ways to respond. And again, I guess it's good for ratings. It was some eventful to watch, but I just didn't think the whole look of it all was very good at all for the sport of hockey.
Well, night on Broadway, buddy. Don't